It's just like it's
All right, good morning, everyone. We'll go ahead and get started with our third official Faculty Advisory Council meeting here at WT. Thank you so much for being here, for the respect and what we do for the faculty here at WT, and for shared governance. So do keep in mind, as the Faculty Advisory Council, we are only advisory. But we do advise Dr. Windler and other administrators on policies and things that we would like to see and do for the faculty here at WT. So with that said, we'll begin down on the agenda with agenda item number 1, which are remarks from Dr. Windler.
Well, nothing in particular, although I would like to, at our next meeting, have an agenda item on the PPHN to get some insights and wisdom from all of you, because I'm getting a lot of opinions about the museum and what we're doing there. And I would like to hear what you as representatives of the faculty have to say about it. It's a very challenging problem. I want to keep the museum on the campus, and we need money to update it, fix it. It's unsafe, period. It's unsafe. The state fire marshal said it's unsafe, close the building. That's what we did. And I'm not getting a lot of sympathy about it, which I understand, because it's been around for a long time and we haven't ever had to make a hard decision about it. And we're having to now. We have to look very carefully at what we can afford to do and what we have to give up in order to get that. So if you'll be thinking about that, and maybe even talk with your colleagues, and there's a lot of stuff to read, a lot of things to read on the Facebook and internet, and a lot of it's not all that well informed. A lot of people are writing and don't understand even funding mechanisms for buildings on university campuses, and it is a building and it is on our campus. What's interesting about it, though, it's the only one in the state of Texas like this. It's a building that was a state facility that was turned over for us to manage, that was not part of the direct mission of the university. And that makes it very complicated. We can't charge student fees for it. We can't use education and general funds for it. We can't get money from the what used to be called tuition revenue bonds, or now CCAP bonds proposals. I've tried all those things and none of them work. So if any of you have any ideas or would like to speak with your colleagues about ideas, I'd be very pleased to hear them at the next meeting. And maybe that could be a fairly prominent item on the agenda. I don't want to try to squeeze it in today, other than tell you I'm wrestling mightily with it, trying to get some kind of resolution. We just have to see what happens with it. But anything you can find out about it would be very helpful. And if you wanted to, between now and then, and I think everybody knows this, but like you, I spend most of my day in front of a computer screen, writing emails and writing things and thinking and doing the same things that you do. If you want to send me an email or something ahead of time, or have a particular question you'd like to ask, I will respond. I'm not responding to a lot of the things on the internet because they're not grounded in the facts, that's how I have to work. I have to work from facts. But if you have questions about things, I'd be pleased to try and address them. If one of your colleagues, for example, asks a question, just send me, and I'll guarantee I'll be able to answer it in some way. You might not like the answer, but I'll answer it in some way and be as straightforward and honest as I can be. So that's just that. My introductory remark then is actually an agenda item for the next agenda, which Brandon basically controls the agenda. When I say controls it, Brandon sets the agenda now. Technically, I have the right to set the agenda, but I've asked Brandon to set the agenda. But this one is one that I want to talk about, and I want to have and I may send out some things in front of that next meeting, just so, that you can read. I'm publishing a series of op-eds on it right now. I think the second one is coming out. There's going to be 4 of them. And I'm working on 3 and 4 now. But I think the second one comes out this week. It should it should hit your inboxes on Sunday or Monday. Anyway, I'd appreciate that very much because it is complicated, very complicated, and people misunderstand things. They misunderstand the Texas A&M system endowment. You know, people have cited it's this much, and those numbers aren't even right, so I'm not even going to repeat them, but it's this much. Why can't we find the money? Well, that's not, that money is deposited into that fund by the various universities, and obviously the bigger institution, which is only Texas A&M, has the largest single portion of that, and they're not prone to give their money away. You know, I mean, it's just not the way it works. But at any rate, we'll see. We'll have this discussion next time, and I'd appreciate any comments or insights or questions before then, and then I could answer them to you and also individually, and I'll also answer them collectively the next time we meet. You know, when we have, or I'll push some things out if I get some that are particularly insightful, and maybe there's some ideas in there. You know, I think I've heard most of them. But well, you never know. Could be something new out there. I'm waiting for it. I'm working at it myself.
Great, thank you, Dr. Wendler.
Okay.
Obviously, faculty members are all very passionate about the museum and the community, so I think adding that as an agenda line and having a good discussion about that next time sounds like a fantastic idea, and I don't assume anybody would have any kind of an issue with that. So we will put that on the agenda, and we will get to that.
Very good.
So next, remarks from me, essentially just some follow-up on some things that we discussed last time. First and foremost, we do need to approve the minutes from last time. And so you should have a draft of the minutes in the collection of papers that I gave you. So it does say draft right here. If you remember right, last time we did discuss that we wanted to do formal minutes, that we wanted to approve them, and these are available right now on the website, but only as a draft because we obviously haven't voted on them for accuracy. Does anybody have any corrections that they would like to make to the minutes? And Dr. Chen obviously does a fantastic job keeping minutes for us, so I think we appreciate you and thank you for doing that. And if there are any suggested corrections, I think we will make these the official minutes. All right, well, I will get them posted to the website then. I'll also ship them off to the library, who does keep an official hard copy of them as well. So they will go down in history as our minutes. So excellent. I have spoken to Dr. Wendler and with Dr. Terry on the A&M system AI review of possible issue with courses under 080101. The last I spoke with both of them, we don't have that yet at WT. Do you know if that's changed at all?
I don't think we have it yet, no.
So we don't have that yet. I assume when we get that, we'll find out that at some point, but we're still waiting on that. Also, I did send you all out an email with a link to the Faculty Insight portal. So please do share that with the faculty members in your college. I am happy to say we have already received 2 submissions to the Faculty Insight portal. And what that portal is designed to do is it's designed to help us reach out to the faculty. Maybe they have some kind of an insight that's anonymous that they want to share. There is a spot if they want to include their contact information, they can. But basically, that's anything that they want to bring to the Faculty Advisory Council's attention. So, for example, the very first post that we received was about parking. So whatever issue a faculty member is having, if they would like us to take that up and discuss that or questions, they're always welcome to post something there. And so remember, as the Faculty Advisory Council, we try to help out faculty and kind of, I like to think a bit about like massage around the edges where we can. So what issues people are having, although we are only advisory, we can't technically speaking fix them. We can reach out to people who can, and we can get answers for specific things. So prior to even receiving that post, I had already spoken with Dr. Windler, and I reached out to Jerry over in parking with some issues, which I'm going to bring up here towards the end. But that's what we want to do, kind of massage around the edges and solve problems and make faculty's lives easier where we can. So that's what that is designed for. So please do share that with your faculty members. Also, I am still working with the Office of Academic Affairs to make a more formal process for Ombuds Officer. As I keep reminding you, do remember we need to recommend a new Ombuds Officer later this spring. So if you have someone in mind, I did look, they do need to just be a tenured faculty member, according to the faculty handbook. If you have a tenured faculty member in mind who you feel would make a good ombuds officer, please do reach out to them and encourage them to apply. There is a stipend that goes along with that, and it is a 2-year term. So right now it's currently Dr. David Roush. And so please do also contact your faculty members and let them know if they're having some kind of a conflict or something with a fellow faculty member or with an administrator. The ombuds officer is there to help de-escalate and adjudicate to those types of situations. So the ombuds officer is always a resource that they can reach out to whenever they're having some kind of a conflict like that. And lately it seems as if faculty members aren't utilizing that resource as much. And so I think that's something that we would like to all see be increased. I assume that there are conflicts going on between faculty members and administrators, and I hate to see that important resource underutilized. Also, are you guys familiar with the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines? So I don't know how many faculty members are aware of this. So these are basically federal guidelines that all state institutions must abide by for their web content. So for example, anything that we upload to Canvas has to follow these guidelines. I hear a lot about it in like inside higher ed and other areas where professors congregate and speak, but I haven't heard much about it here at WT. Technically speaking, we do need to be in compliance with that towards the end of April. If I'm remembering correctly, I believe it's April 24th. I did reach out to Dr. Terry about this. He said he was going to get some more information for me and look into it. But these are guidelines that we technically need to follow by the end of April. So I'm hoping that we can get more resources from WT because, as I said to Dr. Terry, one, I don't think a lot of faculty members are even aware of this. And two, I think those of us who are, we are very confused on what we should be doing. And so I will reach out to him again or hear back from him about that. And hopefully we can get more help in that area. But do any of you possibly have any insight or anything about it? And I don't really either above and beyond that. So I think we're all very confused. So hopefully we can get some more resources and some more help with that and what exactly we should be doing. Just to give you one example, I know for me, I scan a lot of like textbook chapters out of like edited books for my courses. And those are pictures of PDFs. You can't search the text. And so, for example, I wouldn't be able to post those PDFs anymore. Like it has to be searchable text. It can't just be like, pictures turned into a PDF. And so for me and a lot of my graduate classes, that's going to make it very difficult for me. So that's just one example of an area where some of us likely wouldn't be in compliance.
All images on PowerPoints as well have to have alternate text.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's a lot of images, you have to have alternate text on there. So
yeah.
It requires a lot of revamping for a lot of people. So it'd be nice to get some more information on
exactly
how to get into compliance.
Perfect. Yes. Thank you. Any questions or anything on that? All right. And I'll be in contact when I get some more information on that. Also, hopefully you all know that you should be reaching out to the ProCard CBA individuals about getting your new card. I believe the last day to do that is today. So if you haven't yet, I think it'd be a good idea to reach out. I did speak with a colleague this morning who was doing it today, and it didn't seem like it was a ton of work, but I think there may be more bureaucratic work if you don't do it by today. So you haven't done it today, you may want to look into that or remind other faculty members or shoot an email out to faculty members and remind them that today is the last day. I also sent all of you an email for nameplates. So I have heard back from, I believe, 8 of you. So if I haven't heard back from you about what you would like your name to appear like on your nameplate, please do fill that out and get it back to me soon. It's just a Google Doc. And so let me know what you would like your nameplate to look like. And hopefully we can have official and very cool looking nameplates for next time. I believe that is all I have for my opening remarks. So item line number 3, I'll turn it over to Dr. Brooks, who's going to give us an update from the Merit Committee.
Thanks, Brandon. So we, as it says here on the agenda, we sent out an anonymous survey to department heads. I think it's mostly department heads, maybe a few heads of different units. And based on the responses we got, and the questions were sort of covering, here are some ideas we've been talking about, but also gauging people's concern about issues like salary compression, cost of living increases, questions about salary floor, that kind of thing. I think the overwhelming, a few takeaways based, and Lee and Betty, feel free to jump in at any moment. The takeaways that we saw was there is a lot of concern about the clarity and consistency of the process, which in a way is good news for us because that's kind of why our committee exists, to clarify and make consistent the process. We saw a lot of concern about salary compression and inversion, and if you're not familiar with that term, that's more senior folks, their salary either being basically equal to more junior faculty or even lagging behind. A lot of concern from department heads about that. A lot of concern about the need for cost of living increases as well. Again, I'll just say this quickly. We've been kind of playing around with the idea of maybe in years where there is money for merit pay, of maybe establishing a policy in which a certain set amount of that would go to cost of living increases for those people who meet a certain basic eligibility level. So maybe like 2/3 would go to cost of living, 1/3 would go to the meritorious, and we've been playing with different ways to kind of define that. It's my understanding, and a lot of people have brought up, I think, a valid concern is like, well, why should cost of living have anything to do with merit? That should be a separate issue. My understanding is that in Texas, the rule is raises have to be sort of connected to merit. There can't be across the board cost of living increases. So you have to maintain it. You have to hit at least a basic level of performance to be included in the cost of, to be eligible even for cost of living increases. So some people have brought that up, but generally speaking, we ran the ideas that we had past folks in the survey, and they seem to be generally supportive of that idea. Yeah.
Right, I was just going to say, I don't know that it's a state statute, but it's our Board of Regents has mandated that we not give cost of living increases, that we give merit increases only.
Yeah.
And of course, I have a running sort of challenge with that because my finding of watching this process here now for almost a decade was that the merit increases, when we have merit increases, almost are across the board increases. The range on the pay increases is very tight. It's not a bell curve at all, which it defies the laws of probability that everybody is equally meritorious. I mean, that's the problem with the cost, that it doesn't recognize. So this idea of some kind of a split that's what we tried this last year, and it met some resistance, but I think some people recognized that the effort was appropriate in trying to do that, but are trying to find a way to recognize with the oh my gosh, I can't remember exactly what we called it now, but it was a salary adjustment
Yeah.
model, because of competitiveness and so on. And I think it was well founded, and it was, it passed muster. So I think if we got to a place where we're looking this way, and of course, what happens is, this has been my experience now for a long time in higher education, when you have a recognized cost of living increase and a smaller amount for merit increases, it's a lot easier for leadership to say, okay, this group of people, based on an annual review and so on, were particularly meritorious and did outperform, maybe the majority, or were in the top half or something, which is very hard to do when there's no cost of living increases. And at least the salary compression, as Ryan mentions, I mean, these are problems that are deeply embedded in the circumstance that we live in with a public university and so on and so forth. So I think these efforts are wise and well-founded to try to understand these things and have a robust discussion. And Ryan, I know you surveyed the chairs. It would be interesting to maybe not survey the deans, but as soon as you can get a place where there's a report, some findings that you could pass out just to this group, not to the broader audience. Not that we're keeping secrets, it's just that it would be a working paper on merit. I think it would be real interesting for each of you in groups of 2 to go to your dean and say, this is what campus-wide, what faculty and department chairs are saying about merit increases. What do you think? You're the dean. This is your, some of this is weigh in on it. And I know the deans would see you. I mean, I just know they would. If they don't have them, call me. Then they'll see you. They'll probably buy you lunch. Because it's ridiculous not to do that. We need to do that. And I know the deans would do it. So I think that would be I'm not trying to direct the committee's next step, but I mean, it would be a legitimate next step because ultimately the department chairs work for deans. And, the guidelines and so on come out, so. But I appreciate the effort. And I did want to mention that, sorry, I spoke too long, but that's a system rule as far as I know, that we not give cost of living adjustments. And we didn't do it this year, but we did do salary adjustments that were distributed to everyone on a percentage basis. So, anyway, thanks.
Thanks.
Sorry.
No, yeah, thank you for that clarification. I don't, question, Lee or Betty, I don't know if you wanted to add anything, Brandon, if you want to add anything.
Just to add that in addition to the inversion and compression discussion, we also talked about having a calibration to raise the floor on some of those that are very far below the industry standard. So if that could be a possibility of investigating how that was done. I think it was done maybe 10 to 15 years ago, and we didn't really know how it was done, but I feel like that's a really positive way to kind of look across the board and say, these 2 or 3 are very far below industry standard.
I had an experience as a dean many years ago now where we looked at the salaries of female faculty in architecture, and they were clearly below where they should have been. We did a regression analysis on all the salaries and, looked at time and rank and publication records, teaching evaluations, we looked at a bunch of things, and there was what I would call unearned inequity. There was inequity because based on something other than performance. In this case, it sure looked like gender to me. And in fact it was. And when this was at Texas A&M, I looked at some of the prestigious universities around the country with architecture programs. And the one that struck me the most was at Columbia. And that the differentials between male pay and female pay was remarkable. We were in much better shape in terms of gender equity across the board. And what happens is the architects, and this may be so in other professions too, one of the the opportunity to teach at a university, especially a prestigious institution like Columbia, while they were practicing, and they felt it helped their practice and helped their prestige and so on and so forth. And the problem is they were willing to do it for nothing. And the universities evidently knew that and utilized that as a lever to get many very qualified faculty and, interested faculty engaged in teaching at a very low cost. But invariably, it was the women that suffered most from that kind of inequity. So I think there's ways we can look at, for example, that floor within certain areas, find out how that works within a discipline. We might have to look at some other institution. We can't compare across disciplines. That's part of the challenge, because if you look, for example, at colleges of businesses, they typically have the highest average salaries on the campus. And there's some good reasons for that. They generate they generate more student credit hours per FTE than any of the other disciplines on campus. As I told somebody one time, that's why they call it the College of Business. They do that and justify higher salaries. It just happens. I remember the law school at SIU was very upset because the business faculty made more than they did. And I said, well, we just have to look at it's a question of production in some ways and look at it. And it is supply and demand, and it's a market and so on and so forth. But anyway, I think all of those are embedded in this discussion. I would say nothing is off limits to try to understand about pay/performance equity. I think people that are sort of mildly interested, maybe have stepped away from their sort of intellectual energy about what they do for a living. This happens to people. I say, let's look hard at that and try to figure out a way to adjust things accordingly. And to me, that's the charge, Ryan, for your group. I just want to reinforce that. I think it should be broad-based and look hard at all of these things to generate equity in compensation. Anyway, sorry, I wasn't going to do that. I keep telling myself, don't talk too much in here, but I'll try not to say anything else.
And Ryan, what do you see as the next step for the committee?
I think we need to, maybe Dr. Windler's idea about taking some of this data to talk to deans, perhaps, figuring out, at least one of our survey respondents sort of referred to something like what Betty just referred to, like they referred to it as the need for a blanket market adjustment. And we've heard stories about either at some point 10 or 15 years ago, either has something to do with raising the salary floor or something that could be done about compression. And those aren't the same issue. But I think our next step is to find someone with institutional memory who can kind of look back to that moment and figure out all right, so what is it we've done in the past to tackle those particular issues? I think that would be at least one next step. But I'm open for other suggestions as well. So, yeah.
By the way, I said I wasn't going to talk. I think the idea of going to see the deans on merit is a really good thing. Just out of curiosity, have any of you gone, say 2 by 2, the two of you that represent a college, have any of you gone to visit with the deans about anything that related to FAC? I'm going to say, I don't know how else to say it, get to work. Go visit with the deans. And I think this I don't want to say as an excuse to visit, but this is a legitimate topic that they're concerned with. And what I want to see the deans do, and this always surprises people when they think they know me and they don't. What is it that faculty think about these issues, and share that with the deans and see what the faculty in their college might think, and so on and so forth. Because each of the cultures is different. But I want them to see that I'm taking the faculty advisory committee seriously. It doesn't mean I'm going to do everything you say, but I'm going to listen to what you say and try to rationally decide, how does whatever suggestions, for example, we get out of this merit pay discussion, how does that affect what we're doing? But I want the deans to see that and hopefully generate a two-way dialogue where the deans would maybe, I'll tell you the truth, if I was one of you, one of the two in one of the colleges, I would say, let's set up a monthly meeting with Dean. And maybe do it the week before we have this meeting, on a regular, get a cadence to it, get syncopation and get it to go, where you could get together and just talk without necessarily an agenda. But I want the deans to see, and I think they value it, there's no question. But, and I would like them to share with you what they talk about in the Dean's Council. For example, how many of you read the Dean's Council minutes? Few. Okay, well, appreciate your honesty. For those that aren't, I'm not going to scold anybody for it, but it's good to see what they're doing. And I don't know how often discussions that come up in the Dean's Council are then transferred to faculty discussions at the departmental level and so on and so forth. I don't know, but I don't think we can have too much communication. And now I will say nothing else. I'm very impressed. You think it's funny? Watch, I'm gonna say. Watch me live up to the word there.
Anything else from the committee, Ryan?
I don't think so at this moment. Did you?
I just wanted to know maybe some clarity around, do we come back with a proposal? Is there a time frame that we would need to present that proposal to this group in order for, say we do get merit, how that would interface with the timing of it for this academic year? That would be something we would need clarity on.
Yeah, that's a great question.
That's a good question.
I don't know if
I don't have a good answer to it. I mean, we can find out. Do you have any insights on that, Dr. Windler?
Since you've asked me to speak, I will. I will. In some ways, everybody asks me when I want something, and then I said, "You really want me to answer that?" Because the answer is always yes to me. I mean, kind of. And then there's not a hurry. I mean, I hope we look carefully. By the way, one other thing, as I sit and think about all this, and look at all of you, we cannot separate, in my mind, merit from equity. I mean, if you sometimes a meritorious a faculty member that performs at a meritorious level, but through forces outside themselves, like compression, inversion, and so on and so forth, they could get a good merit raise and still not be equitably treated. They could through the merit process, but they're not. Their compensation is not, in a sense, equitable. So again, I just want to open that up. But I'd say, where are we? We're in beginning of February.
Like a soft deadline of like the 1st of April, do you think?
Well, I mean, it might not be bad to have a working paper out sometime in March, and I know it's a lot of work, but even if it's preliminary, but one of my great problems is I'm willing to put out ideas before they're fully cooked. It's just what I do. It's what I do, and I'm not afraid of it. I'm afraid of never putting an idea out until it's fully cooked, because by the time it gets implemented, it's overdone.
Ryan, do you think it would be helpful if we put together the feedback from the department heads, shared it with the faculty advisory council members, had those two members meet with their deans and see what their deans say about the feedback? And again, I'm just putting this forward as a suggestion. You're the chair of the committee. Get your thoughts if you think that would be appropriate or if you think that would be helpful.
Yeah, I mean, we did sort of frame these surveys as anonymous, and so, but some of the language in there probably indicates who wrote it. So I would be somewhat concerned about going back on what we said.
Yeah.
So,
do you think it'd be possible to just combine all of the feedback in more general language so it was more anonymized and wouldn't identify anyone? And obviously anything that you felt like that said in there is of a concern, I just wouldn't keep it in there, but just to give a general idea.
yes, that would be doable.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Should we plan on that?
Yeah, let's plan on.
Okay. How do the rest of you feel about that? Do you guys think that that's a good idea?
It's a great idea.
All right, great. Well, thank you, Ryan. We will proceed on that front then. I think that's a great idea.
Thank you.
And that'll give people a good chance to meet with their deans as faculty advisory council members.
Lee, did you want to make comments?
Yeah, just really quickly. So when we started this, I think we went down the path because we want to outline a very clear direction and guidelines for how we would apply the merit when we get the merit pools. And then when we give out the survey, and we get a lot of feedback back about compression and inversion. I think I think I'm fair in saying that among the faculty and then also among the people that we survey, department heads and people that are making these kind of decisions, that I think one of the things that we'd like on the table to have a serious discussion about is something like a one-time adjustment to people's salaries. And obviously a lot of that's going to come from pressures that we're facing from inflation. I know economists point to inflation and a little too on the nose. But I think those two things, like you're saying, they're linked together. And I don't think where we're at, and I don't have any numbers to back this up, just my impression, I don't think you can get to fixing the kind of things with compression through a series of merit adjustments like what, very similar to what you mentioned before.
That's a great point.
And Ryan, I do know who we can reach out to figure out how that worked like 10 or so years ago. So I will make some contact and I'll get some information.
Excellent. Thank
Yeah,
you.
of course.
Thank you.
All right, next to new business. First of all, I did reach out to Jerry, as I said, in parking. I was concerned that we may be suffering from the boiling frog syndrome, where we're losing faculty spots slowly and no one's noticing. So I did, when I met with Dr. Windler, I brought that issue up with him. He told me to reach out with Jerry. Jerry was extremely helpful. He did actually recently count the faculty spots. There are 175 faculty parking spots. He said that we added 75 spots in 2018. He said he got here in 2015 and we have never lost any faculty spots since. Now, no doubt, and I did receive, we received in the faculty insight portal, someone's concern about parking. I'm not sure what else we can do about that. However, Dr. Windler, when we discussed this, you said more likely than not, it seems as if there will be a parking lot added where the old sub is. Is that correct?
It's a legitimate, that's a legitimate projection, yeah.
Okay, all right. And so ideally at some point we will have an additional parking lot there where the old sub is sitting. Obviously not set in stone, but those are sort of the thoughts. If you guys have any other thoughts or considerations about parking, do remember we could always invite Jerry to come in here and speak to the Faculty Advisory Council if you guys feel like that's something that we want to do. But we haven't lost any faculty spots since 2015. We gained 75 in 2018, and that number's been 175 since. With that, the important thing for us to do today, above beyond all the other important stuff, is to select committees for comprehensive peer evaluation. So that is more often than not referred to as post-tenure review. In the faculty handbook, it's referred to as CPE. Again, that stands for comprehensive peer evaluation. It's our obligation to follow what's outlined in the faculty handbook in order to put members onto those committees. So we don't really have any discretion or decision-making concerning that process. We just follow the process as outlined in the faculty handbook. Now, one issue is there's never really been much instruction on how to go about doing this. You have to do a bit of like a Talmudic parsing of the faculty handbook. And so I did write up some instructions here on kind of how the process works. There's some slight discretion that's left up to us according to the handbook. So I kind of outlined sort of how I would like it to work where we have our discretion. And so each college who has faculty members going up for CPE will have 3 faculty members from that college on that committee and then 2 external members. And you can kind of find these instructions on page 66 of the faculty handbook. So I did provide all of you guys instructions, and then also I made this up so once we draw names, we can write those names down. And then once we get the final names, we can write them on this one right here. There is no one going up for post-tenure review in the College of Nursing and Health Sciences, so we don't need to select for them. But we do need to select for everybody else. Now, previously in Senate, doing this process wasn't always as maybe seamless as we wanted it to be. So I'm very much hoping that we can have it seamless this time. So I tried my best to do some homework up front so it can be as seamless as possible. Questions on that? Nick, you're going up for, so Nick's going up. Yeah. Any questions on the process or what CP is or anything like that? I do think another good thing about Faculty Advisory Council is all of us just learning about this type of stuff if we're not familiar with it. And I don't think most faculty members are really familiar with CPE. All right, with that said, Dr. Chen, do you want to come up here and sit next to me as we draw names so you can write them down? I know in Senate, when we would do this, there's not a whole lot for people to do. You're more than welcome to follow along and write names down as we go along to double check us. We would love that, but you guys can just kind of chill out and I'll discuss what we're doing and let us know if you have any questions as we go along. So step number 1, we need to draw 30 names at random. And we need to ensure that we write down the order in which they are drawn. And so this is why I have a top hat here. I may try and talk Dr. Wendler into wearing this for the group photo.
I don't do hats.
All right, Dr. Wendler, would you like to draw? So draw 1.
Walter Wendler. No.
All right, our first one is Kelly McCauley from the College of Business. So I'm going to write a 1 here since she is the first one drawn. And then as we do this, Lee's going to be writing it down here on our sheet just to make it easier when we reference all this. So Dr. Wendler, keep going. We're going to draw 30 of these. All right, second one is Mark Bartley from Fine Arts and Humanities. And Lee, does me just pushing them over here, does that work for you?
Yeah.
All right, excellent, Dr. Wendler. Number 3, we have
Osawari, Dr. Osawari.
excellent, thank you, Dr. Chen. Yes, for our third one. Number 4. From the College of Engineering. What's this name, Dr. Chen?
Fish. Dr. Fish.
Dr. Fish, yes, thank you. And I'm so sorry when I butcher most of these names. Number 5 is Mark Milton from Fine Arts and Humanities. Number 6, we have Jeremy Lewis from Fine Arts and Humanities. Thank you. Number 7, we have Bill Takacs.
Takas?
Yes, Takas.
Yeah.
Bill Takas from Fine Arts and Humanities. That is number 7. Thank you. Number 8, we have Dr. Lee Chen from Fine Arts and Humanities. Congratulations, Dr. Chen.
Thank you.
Number 9, we have Raymond Matlock from Agriculture and Natural Sciences. Raymond Matlock. Number 10, we have Michelle Bartlett from Nursing and Health Sciences. Number 11, we have Nick Flynn from Agriculture and Natural Sciences. There were a few of these, Dr. Chen. I don't know if you saw my email. I didn't have the year that they were tenured, so that's why this one's handwritten, but that's the year that they were tenured. I was able to get it. All right, we have Sean Humphreys from the College of Business. That's number 12. Thank you. We have Jennifer Coons from the Education and Social Sciences. Jennifer Coons for number 13. Number 14, we have Paul Clark from Fine Arts and Humanities. Paul Clark from Fine Arts and Humanities for number 14. From the College of Business, we have Andrew Lee as number 15. Do I have that name correct? Andrew Lee? All right, excellent. From the College of Business. Number 16, we have Russell, Teweleit.
Tablelight.
How do we pronounce it?
Tablelight.
That's it, yeah, how she said it. And that is number 16,
Yeah,
or
sorry.
number 16.
Yeah, we do not address that colleagues by their last name a lot.
Yeah,
So we
I know, right?
Precisely know how to.
All right, for number 17, we have Edward Truitt from Fine Arts and Humanities. And Fine Arts and Humanities, they're really representing here. And for number 18, we have Tanner Robertson from Agriculture and Natural Sciences. Thank you. From the College of Education and Social Sciences, we have Maxine Dubutte. Maxine Dubutte is number 19. Thank you. We have Matt Reardon from Fine Arts and Humanities for number 20. Matt Reardon, Fine Arts and Humanities, number 20. Thank you. Number 21, we have Joshua Parthapan from College of Engineering. Joshua Parthapan, College of Engineering, and that is number 20. Oh, gosh, I'm sorry, 21, everyone. Yes, thank you. This is why we're all writing this down. 21. Excellent, thank you. All right, number 22, we have Misty Gamble from Fine Arts and Humanities. Number 22, Misty Gamble, Fine Arts and Humanities. Number 23, we have Barbara Wang from the College of Business. Barbara Wang, College of Business, number 23. Thank you. Number 24, we have Elizabeth Clark from Fine Arts and Humanities. Elizabeth Clark, number 24, from Fine Arts and Humanities. Number 25, we have Ann Terry from the College of Business. Ann Terry from the College of Business, number 25. Number 26, we have David Craig from Agriculture and Natural Sciences. And I wrote 62, so I'm going to fix that because it is 26. Dr. David Craig. Thank you. Number 27, we have Shaquan Tao from Agriculture and Natural Sciences. Shaquan Tao, Agriculture, Natural Sciences, number 27. Number 28, Anitha from the College of Engineering.
Sabraj.
Yes, exactly. Anitha, number 28 from the College of Engineering. Thank you. Number 29, we have Bean Chow from the College of Business. Bean Chow, College of Business for number 29. And number 30. From the College of Business, we have Turkin. How do you pronounce her last name?
Kilich.
Exactly.
Turkin.
Yes, yep. And that is number 30. All right, so those are our 30 initial, and now we need to draw 6 alternates that can possibly be used. So now we will draw 6 more, and these 6 are alternates. Thank you. So our first alternate from the College of Business, Anne Christine Barthel? Bartel, thank you, yes. Anne Christine Bartel from the College of Business for our first alternate. Our second alternate, Kevin Williams from Agriculture and Natural Sciences. Kevin Williams, Agriculture, Natural Sciences, our second alternate. From the College of Engineering, we have Nathan Howell for our third alternate. Nathan Howell for our third alternate. Number 4, we have Leslie Ramos Salazar from the College of Business as our fourth alternate. Leslie Ramos Salazar. Number 5, for our fifth alternate, we have Jean Farron from NHS. Why am I blanking on the acronym?
Nursing and Health Sciences.
Thank you. Yes, nursing and health sciences. Number 5, and our last one, we have Neil Meredith from the College of Business for our sixth and final alternate. Thank you for the assistance on that, Dr. Windler.
Glad to be of service.
Now, if we follow our outline steps from the 30 name random draw and utilizing the 6 alternates if needed, we need to identify the 3 individuals from each college with the earliest tenure date. Those faculty serve on their college's CPE committee. If 3 names from the colleges were not randomly drawn, and taking into account the 30 and the 6 alternates, then we would continue to draw from the hat. And so, Dr. Chin, I obviously don't have a list here in front of me, but it does appear as if we drew 3 from each college.
Hold on, let me take.
Of course, I know.
I took 6 pens.
Yeah, I know, that was a very good idea. No, I saw that when we were doing it. I thought that was fantastic.
For education, we only have 2.
We only have 2
Yes,
from
from
education,
education, so-
and that's even considering the alternates?
Yes. I think so.
Okay, all right. Is that what everybody else is seeing as well? Did anybody else write down? But we did get 3 from all the others except for nursing. We just need to draw names, but we're not making one for nursing. Is that right? All right, excellent, good. So, Dr. Windler, why don't we continue to draw then? We do need one more from the College of Education and Social Sciences. So we will draw until we get one of those. No? I know my name's in here, so there's at least one in there. Nope. No. No. We've got another Fine Arts and Humanities. We've got a College of Business, Nursing and Health Sciences, Agriculture and Natural Sciences, Fine Arts and Humanities, Fine Arts and Humanities. We have Ashley Campbell from the College of Education and Social Sciences. So we will write that one down. I'll just, we don't really need to number this one or anything. We just need her name.
Have all these people agreed to serve on this committee?
No.
What happens if they say no?
I'm not sure we've ever really had that problem.
Oh,
Yeah. That's a good question.
well, it's on, you know, that President Duke one time commented about leading a university faculty was that it was essentially a group of volunteers. or words to that effect.
Yeah, and what's unique about this process is we try hard to keep it as a real comprehensive peer evaluation. Like the Office of Academic Affairs, according to my understanding, isn't really that involved above and beyond getting us the names of people who need to go up and those people who can serve and all that. Like we don't use Interfolio for this process, for
Right.
example. Yeah. All right, so now we need to identify the earliest tenured people for all of the colleges. And Dr. Chen, I don't know, do you have a good way you feel like we should go about doing this from this point?
We could start with education and social sciences because there are only 3 people.
Yeah, we got a third one though, right?
Yes, there are only 3 people.
Yes, we just need 3 from them, and then the last 2 to make the 5-person committee are external outside of the colleges. So as long as we have 3 from each, we should be good to go.
So start with this order.
Yeah, who's our longest tenured from the College of Engineering that we grew?
We only have 3.
You only have
From the College of Engineering?
No, from John, we only joined 3 from our college.
Yeah.
From the College of Engineering?
Yeah,
Yes.
there are 3.
That should work. Yeah, we only need 3 drawn.
They are
Yeah.
Dr. Fish, Dr. Partman, and Dr.
Who is this?
Anifa Soups.
Who was the longest?
Hold on, let me, I think it's Dr. Fish, tenure year is
Yes.
2021, and next should be Dr. Sabah.
What number is Dr. Fish that we grew?
Number 4.
Number 4?
The next one is Dr. Anitha Subrasha, 2022, and the third one is Dr. Husband in 2023.
What number is number 2?
The second one is 28.
28. Okay.
Do you want to include those?
And what number is the last one? Number 3.
21.
Number 21?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, yeah, if you'll just cross like their names out at the doing, that's
so we
perfect.
make it
Excellent.
easier
Yeah.
for you to
Uh-huh.
see them.
Perfect. Great. All right. So we don't need to do the College of Nursing and Health Sciences since they don't have anyone going up for CPE. Let's move then to the Paul Engler College of Agriculture and Natural Sciences. Who's the longest tenured out of them?
There are 5 people.
Okay.
The first one should be Dr. Matlock in 2028.
2028 for Dr. Matlock?
Yes, is that right? Maybe. 2028. 2008. Yes, right.
What did she
So
say?
that should be number 9.
Number 9? All right. And then who's the second longest tenure?
Dr. Craig, 2012.
2012?
Sounds right.
Sounds right.
I have no idea.
Guys, we're doing this from memory?
No, we got a list of when they were, but we do like to double check some. Yeah. Make sure it
That
makes,
was before I came, so.
The third one is Dr. Tao, 2013.
Dr. Craig's number 26,
Yes, and then Dr. Tao, 27.
number 27.
37.
Dr. Tao.
All right, next, we'll do the College of Business. And who's the longest tenured from the College of Business that we drew?
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 people.
Yes.
Right, our longest tenured?
There are 5 people here. The longest one is Dr. Ann Terry.
Okay.
And
What number is she?
number 25.
Number 25, all right. And our second longest tenured?
We have Dr. Kirk. What's her name?
Turkish, oh yes, uh-huh.
Sorry, Turpin, 2012.
And what number is she?
Number 30.
Somebody else.
And the third longest tenured?
Third, we have a tie of 3 people. These 3
Oh, no
people
kidding.
in the same year.
Wow.
Dr. Lee, Dr. Wang, and Dr. Shah, both in, all of them are in 2013.
Okay. Should we go in alphabetical order? That makes sense?
so,
Everyone
yeah.
okay with that? Because that's not outlined in the handbook, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so
All right.
that's L, W, and S, so it should be L. Right, alphabetical.
Mhm.
Yes, and that's Dr. Lee, number 15.
Number 15. All right. The College of Fine Arts and Humanities.
Hold on. That's
Yeah,
many
that might
people.
take a second
No,
to
that's,
figure out
that's
the
many
longest
people.
tenure.
No, that's many, that's a lot of people. Apparently, I'm not sure.
Oh, you're fine.
We're gonna do
Finally,
that.
you're doing amazing. I know it's a bit complicated and it's especially difficult to do in the heat of the moment.
The earliest one should be Dr. Elizabeth Clark, who tenured in 2006.
Okay,
She is number 24.
number 24.
Elizabeth Clark. That's 2006.
Okay.
Then. I
True.
think we did it. We have two, both of them are in 2009, right?
Paul and Clark and Truitt are 2009.
Yeah, yes, no, then these two, both, okay, we have two people.
As long as we just have two 2009s, yeah,
Yeah,
that
two
should work. Okay,
2009s.
great.
The first one is number 7, Dr. Takas.
Okay,
And the second one is Truitt, Dr. Truitt, number 17. Did I? Oh, sorry, I missed one of them. Sorry, the second most senior person should be Dr. Paul Clark, who tenured in 2008. Sorry, number 14.
okay.
Dr. Paul Clark should be the second one. And the third one, again, we have Dr. Takas or Dr. Chu.
Okay, should we just do alphabetical order again?
We'll both start with this T, and the second letter is A, so that should be Dr. Takas.
All right, yeah.
Is there anything weird about having it's a married couple on the same committee? That's not weird, is it?
Not to my knowledge.
Not in the handbook? All right.
Yeah,
There you go.
I'll double check and we'll see just in case, but I don't assume so. That was number 7.
Yeah, number 7, yes.
All right, lastly then, we have the 3 from the College of Education and Social Sciences.
Dr. Cruz, tenured in 1998, number 13.
All right, Dr. Coons.
Then we have Dr. Kendall, tenured in 2012.
Okay. And what
She
number is
doesn't have a number, that's.
That's right. Oh, good.
And the last one is Dr. Debut,
Dr. Dubuque.
number 19.
All right, excellent. So now we have the 3 committee members for each college. Now we need to put the external members. And so we're just going to start from the top for those people who haven't been put on their college committee and just start putting them on external committees, so starting from the top and going down. So we need number 4 here for,
So I think we just go with this one.
yep,
1, 2,
uh-huh,
3, 4.
yeah, yep. And we just have to make sure that they're not in that college. So they don't have to be external.
So it's fine, different colors work.
Yeah, so we can't do colleague because she's in the college business.
But she could be in engineering.
Oh, yes, this one. Perfect, yep. Yeah, we start with engineering. Yep, all
Start
right,
with
great.
engineering. Okay, so the first external member will be number 1, Dr. Curley from College of Business.
Excellent.
And the second one will be Dr. Bartley from Fine Arts and Humanities.
All right, perfect. What number is that?
Number 2.
Number 2, all right, great.
Figure this out.
We don't need nursing. And we have number, we have agriculture.
Yep,
The first one will be number 3, Dr. Silver from
It's just a rotational thing
Fine
every
Arts.
6 years.
all right.
The next one will be Dr. Number 4. No. Okay, I need to take another, of course. It should be number 5.
Number 5?
Number 5, Dr. Melton from
Okay.
Fine Arts and Humanities.
Right. Yep, the College of Business.
The next one is number 6, Dr.
She was the first one to draw.
From Fine Arts and Humanities.
All right.
And the next one is me.
Number 8.
Yeah, from
Rigorous.
Fine Arts and Humanities.
All right, excellent. And Fine Arts and Humanities then.
Yes. Okay, so we need to avoid Fine Arts and Humanities. That should be number 10, Dr. Barnett from nursing.
All right.
Then we have number 11, Dr. Nick Flynn from Ag.
Flynn, all right. And then lastly, the College of Education and Social Sciences.
And we have number 12, Dr. Hemphrys.
All right.
What's next? Okay, the next one is number 16. From Fine Arts and Humanities. Yes, that should
Excellent. Lee, do you think, can you announce the names, do you think, just so it's on recording? And now, Ryan, you know,
Yeah. So, yes, I will read the numbers if you want to. Other ones. Just read the names. Yes, okay.
All right, everyone, sorry for the delay, but the process is a little lengthy and it's not actually outlined in the handbook in the most efficient way to do it, but we do think following procedure is important. So Dr. Chen has graciously agreed to read off the committees for us. And those committee members, I'm sure they're tuning in here, right? Being very excited to see if they're going to have to serve on a CPE committee. So Dr. Lee, Dr. Chen, would you like to tell us who is serving from the College of Engineering?
Yeah, sure. It's a great pleasure to do this, but excuse me if I do not pronounce those colleagues' last names correctly, because I just realized we do not address each other.
I know,
by
yes.
last names a lot. That's why. Sorry about that. College of Engineering, right? We
Yes,
start with College of Engineering. The committee members are Dr. Fish, Dr. Anitha Subrush, and Dr. Parthaban. And the external committee members are Dr. McCurley and Dr. Bartley.
Excellent, thank you. And from the Paul Engler College of Agriculture and Natural Sciences.
The committee members are Dr. Matlock, Dr. Craig, and Dr. Tao. The external committee members are Dr. Ayunam Osiwari and Dr. Melton.
Perfect. All right, the College of Business.
The committee members are Dr. Terry, Dr. What did I write? 30, sorry.
33.
I didn't write it very
There's 30
carefully.
right here. Oh, it's,
Dr. Turkin,
Dr. Turkin,
Dr.
yeah.
Turkin, and Dr. Lee. The external committee members are Dr. Levi's and Dr. Chen.
Excellent. And from Fine Arts and Humanities.
The committee members are Dr. Elizabeth Clark, Dr. Paul Clark, and Dr. Tarkus. The external committee members are, hold on, number 10.
Number 10?
Dr. Bartlett.
Michelle Bartlett.
Bartlett and Dr. Flynn.
Excellent. And our last one, the College of Education and Social Sciences.
The committee members are Dr. Coons, Dr. Campbell, Dr. DeBute. The external committee members are number 12. Here's, Dr. Humphreys.
Yeah, Dr. Humphreys, Sean Humphreys.
And Dr. number 16.
16.
Dr. Twilight.
Yeah, Russell.
Russell.
Have a lot.
Her last name?
Have a lot.
Okay. Sorry.
I don't know Russell. I don't know Russell.
Yeah, Dr. Russell Twilight from Fine Arts and Humanities.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much.
address him by Russell.
Yeah, we call him
Russell,
Russell.
so
Yeah.
I never practiced pronouncing his last
Yeah.
name, that's so true.
Well, thank you so much for your help with that, colleagues, and thank you so much for your help, Dr. Chan. That is an important process. So I will send those names off to the Office of Academic Affairs, and then I believe I'll also email those faculty members also. So if there's no new business from all of you, and I do please urge you that if you do have business that you want to add to the agenda, please let me know. Please reach out to your colleagues. Again, we are the representative body here at WT for the faculty, and we want to advocate and help make their lives easier. So please reach out to them and urge them to let us know if they're having an issue with something, if there's something that they want us to discuss. But with that, we will then take our group photo. So I think we'll officially end the meeting there, and the individuals to take our photos should just be outside. So thank you, colleagues. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Where are we gonna do? Just right outside here. They said, okay. Why don't you just have one? I lost it, but I no.